Yo, what is up you guys? It's your boy Raph, back with another COD mobile video, man. In today's video, I'll be discussing you guys my top 10 loadouts, or my main 10 loadouts, and my sensitivity updates for season 11. I couldn't really find a thumbnail, to be honest, so don't mind me on that part, but let's just get into it, man. Let's hop into it. So my first loadout is my QQ9, pretty much. Before I get into the loadouts, I just want to let you guys know I do use FHJs on every class. I use the same perks on every single class. I always go lightweight, toughness, dead silence. I always use Semtexes. If not, I'll be using thermites or trip mines on my sniper class. And I always, and I repeat, always use smokes. Only time I'll not use smoke is on my one main AR, or I think it's my my main AR pretty much. So I'll just get into it. But also every operator I use now is War Machine. I'll be real with you guys. The War Machine is pretty much a meta, but it's back to meta because the Annihilator is still good, but it just actually requires much more accuracy. Like before, you could just miss a shot, retake easily. This thing, it'll automatically zoom you out after each shot. The ADS speed is actually slower than usual, and the fire rate is much more slower than before. So gravity spikes are actually underrated, to be honest, but at the same time though, they're only good in indoor areas, and if you know how to use them. And if you smoke push with gravity spikes, they're really toxic. Hives are still last as usual. The purifier, I used to use the purifier for like a week in competitive, and I was really dominating with it, but I just feel like the War Machine is just more valuable. You gotta notice that when you pull out the War Machine, you have to play a specific playstyle, and that is to play aggressive and to play smart. Number one, it isn't explosive, so you will take damage. Number two, you only have like 15 seconds with it, or 12 seconds. So, and also you only have 8 bullets with it, so you're gonna have to watch out for that. But to get back onto the topic, man, here's my QQ9 loadout, man. Here, let's hop into Gunsmith. Got the monolithic integral suppressor, 5MW laser, the Merc foregrip, 45 round extended mag, and the stippled grip tape. I did a video on this a long time ago, and it's honestly my favorite QQ9 loadout. They did buff the 10mm rounds, but I personally don't use it. I don't like it. I tried it out, and it's pretty much the same thing as the RE West, except I just like the RE West better. I'll get into that later on, but here's my loadout, man. Try it out if you guys want to. Let's move on to the next one. My next loadout, and my personal, one of my top tier, one of my most favorite SMGs is the MSMC. I actually use this in comp quite a lot, actually, to like stay out and shit. But back to the topic, got the MIP light, no stock, stippled grip tape, 36 round extended mag, and the Merc foregrip. I did get a nuke on this gun, and I will do a video on. I did a nuke on stream with my friend. I think my friend's name is Num YouTube or some shit like that, but I'll be doing a video on this. I'll drop it tomorrow, so stay tuned to that. Let's hop into the next loadout. The next loadout, and my personal favorite SMG this whole meta, is probably the RUS, just because of the fact that it's honestly so good. I'm doing a video on this for my next video, so tomorrow's video is gonna probably be the MSMC video, the nuke on that on stream. Then after this is gonna be pretty much the RUS rank highlights. But personally, this is the best RUS loadout in my opinion. Low battery as usual. It's like 3 a.m 4 a.m in the morning, so I was just grinding, getting some clips in rank. But anyways, back to the topic. This is probably the best RUS loadout you can get right now, bro. I use the 50 round extended mag, to be honest, just to retake a lot of challenges. People say, yo, why do you use the 50 round? Use the 38 round, it's much more better. No, it's not, bro. Trust me, the 50 round, if you have the playstyle like me where you just want to retake and be aggressive as hell, that's how I am. I'm aggressive, and I know I'm gonna win my gunfights because I have good movement. No cocky shit, but I'm just being like, I'm talking like off of like how I've seen myself play out with this gun. It's personally just personal opinion. You can use a 38 fast reload. If you want full on ADS speed, go for 38 extended mag, but I personally say go for the 50 round. It's probably the best attachment there is for this gun. Got the MIP light barrel short. This thing will boost your vertical recoil by 10%, so you're gonna want to watch out for that, but it's not really that serious. I don't use the integral suppressor light because it actually does, I think it does reduce your ADS speed by a little bit, so I personally don't like it. I stay away from it. Got the laser tactical, got the wrist stipple grip tape, and no stock. Always want to run a no stock on the SMGs. Let's move on to the next loadout. My next loadout is the HG40. I recently just unlocked this gun skin. I was using this gun today in scrims, and I was actually shitting on people with this gun. I can't even lie, dude. It's honestly an amazing gun. You guys need to use the HG40 before it gets nerfed. It's just like the Cordite, except worse in a way, or except more better in a way, just how broken the range is. The 1KM integral, its light suppressor, is one of the attachments. This attachment and the no stock are two attachments you must have on your HG40. The reason as to why is because this attachment actually boosts your range by like a little bit. I think it's 15%. It boosts your range by 15%, so it's pretty decent. I don't actually run any magazines, to be honest, because I want that ADS speed. I do run sleight of hand instead, and it pretty much has the same reload speed as either of these fast reloads. It's just slightly slower, but you won't really notice it. Got the stippled grip tape and the laser tactical. So you can see right here, this is an all-around pretty basic loadout. You do have to mind that you don't have as much bullets. It's not that you don't really have to be ammo's conservative, if that's a word, But you know, if you have terrible accuracy, go for the 40 round. If not, the 45 round. I personally want to use it, but let's just get into the next loadout. My fifth loadout and my sniper loadout. I personally don't use snipers anymore. I don't really use it that often unless it's some like S&D map, but here it is, you know, OWC light suppressor. I don't actually use the tactical, nor do I use the monolithic, because I don't actually see a difference between like I don't see like any damage drop off onto snipers. That's why I use that one. Got the MIP light barrel. This is pretty much a full-on ADS build. I do use the combat stock instead of the skeleton stock. This stock actually boosts your ADS speed by slightly more than the skeleton stock. However, your accuracy is going to be pretty shit on snipers. Bullet spread isn't really something you want to worry about too much on snipers, just because of the fact that it is actually, even if you max out your sniper to have like stacked out bullet spread, it's still going to be pretty buggy, so just gonna watch out for that. But you know, here's my sniper loadout. If you guys want it, take a screenshot, try it out, let me know how it is, and let's move on to the next one. Now my sixth loadout is actually this. From here on, it's gonna be ARs and LMGs, and this is actually my Type 25 loadout. I realized that they actually changed the sound of the Type 25, and when I first heard it, I was like, oh my god, what the hell is this? I hate it. But once I hopped into like a rank game and I start, like, this is my #1 rank. This gun and the RS are my 2 rank guns that I use all the time in rank. I'll try using this gun in scrim. I don't know, I'm still testing it out, but this is probably the best Type 25 loadout. The thing that you guys did not know about this update is they did actually buff the steady stock. Before the update, it would not actually buff your flinch. It would just say that, but it wouldn't actually work. So after the update, you know, I dropped toughness and I tried using, I still use toughness, but I dropped it in like a rank game. This was against like Evil Lose like 2 days ago, and I used this, and I used the steady stock, and I didn't have toughness on, mind you that, and I did not actually have that much flinch. So you know, it's something to consider. Steady stock is back to normal. It's as it should be, to be honest. I do have the red dot because I honestly cannot stand the iron sight. If you like the iron sight, go for it. In other words, I do not like it. I recommend using the red dot, but if you didn't know, they did actually change the red dot. It's not actually as red as it was last season. I don't use the MIP light barrel short just because of that. It boosts your ADS speed by a margin, like a tiny margin, and it also boosts your vertical recoil control by 10%. I do not like that because I don't have a foregrip, so I stay away from that. I have the laser tactical and the stopping power. The stopping power is probably the most important loadout or the attachment you need on the Type 25, without a doubt. But let's move on to the next loadout. Number 6 is the DRH, the Scar H. Of course, you gotta have the Scar H loadout in this season, and probably in every single season until it gets nerfed. In my opinion, one of the best ARs, without a doubt. This is my loadout, to be honest. I don't really use this that often anymore, but sometimes I'll use it. I used to have granulated grip tape, but I did take it off for the max ammo or the full ammo perk, just to have 225 bullets in total for this gun, just to keep fighting and fighting and fighting, because you know, it's a really good competitive gun, but at the same time, it does run out of ammo really quickly. So you can run vulture and you could take off the full ammo for what's it called, granulated grip tape. But this is my loadout and I stick to it. I enjoy it. Let's move on to the next class. The next class is my chopper, baby, man. Oh my god, this gun is broken. You guys need a chopper loadout in this season as well. I don't really see a nerf coming to this gun anytime soon. The fact that it's an LMG and has a pretty decent ADS speed, and when you put on FMJ, it just wallbangs literally anything. It's an LMG, and you gotta realize LMGs and sniper rifles have the highest wallbang. Like, it can wallbang the most materials out of every other gun in the game. So you know, this is something you want to like. FMJ is pretty useful on LMGs in general. You can just spray and pray. I do have the OWC light suppressor. This one is the suppressor that actually reduces your range, but I feel like it doesn't really affect me that much just because of the fact that the chopper does have quite a lot of range. I do have the chopper special forces, OWC tactical laser, and the heavy handle. Always use the heavy handle, to be honest. I don't recommend not using the heavy handle. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, just check out my video. It's on the screen right now. Just check that video out, man. But other than that, I won't explain too much on this gun. Let's just move on to the next loadout. This is my main AR loadout. I've actually just upgraded this gun. It's actually a really good gun, very underrated. The LK24. Got the OWC Ranger, no stock, granulated grip tape, 40 round extended mag, and OWC tactical laser. This loadout is similar to Path.exe's loadout, but I did take off the underbarrel for the ammunition because this gun does run out of ammo pretty fast. It's a pretty good gun, trust me. This gun is really good, way better than the KN44 this season. But last season they were really like the same. This season now the LK just outguns it. It's just way better than the KN44 in my opinion. The KN's ass, no offense to anybody who uses that gun, but this is just better. Try out this loadout, trust me, it's a really good loadout. But let's move on to the next one. Alright, this is my 10th and final loadout. I don't really use this gun as much as I used to before, but here it is, the AK-117, Once again, ODUC light suppressor, light barrel short, no stock, rubberized grip tape. I used the rubberized grip tape instead of an actual underbarrel just because of the fact that this thing actually helps your vertical recoil much more than using an angled grip, and plus it does help your ADS speed. This one is a pretty good attachment. You can change it, you can go back and forth, see which one you like. I don't use an ammunition pack because of the fact that I actually like that ADS speed. I don't really recommend using this gun because it's pretty ass, but you can try it out, go for it. But that's pretty much all of my gun classes. Let's hop into sensitivity now. Alright, we are back, guys. We're into our settings page, and let's hop into our HUD real quick. This is my HUD, nothing new, nothing changed. Let's hop onto our basic settings. Here it is, right? This is it. I don't use faster anymore just because of the fact that I like to run around with my nade. What else is there? Oh yeah, I do also use this setting just because when I use pump action shotguns, I could tap the ADS button and I can just swipe around with it, if you get what I mean. Nothing new. I do play with always sprint. Max field of view, to be honest, just because of the fact that the max field of view does help it does help you see a lot more. I didn't actually know that they updated these settings, so I just changed it right now. I'm actually happy they added this to the game. These are my settings right now. Honestly, this was such a big issue back then, and I'm so happy that they added this little marker settings to the game. It was honestly such an annoying thing to face, but here you go. This is my settings. Just made it right now. It's kind of scrappy, but just check it out, man. See how it goes. It's pretty much his personal opinion on this shit, so wouldn't really recommend you copy my things. It's just personal opinion, how you feel about the game. But let's move on to audio and graphics. So I do actually play on low and max quality, but I just play very high or just max quality just for like the clips and shit. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Now this is the thing you guys have all been waiting for, my sensitivity. I do play speed acceleration at 200. I do play camera sensitivity is pretty much 240. ADS sensitivity is pretty much 298. Tactical scope 158. Sniper scope 115. If you guys didn't know, I did get my sniper scope or my sensitivity in general from a website called hawksness.gg. If you go to his website, if you go to something called the mobile sense, that will help you like achieve your actual true sensitivity. All you need to do is find a comfortable like sensitivity for your cameras, for your standard sensitivity. You just need to find a comfortable standard sensitivity where you can do a 180. It'll explain it in the website itself. Just check it out, and yeah, that's pretty much all. So yeah, I hope you guys did actually enjoy the video today. I know it's kind of stale, but I really didn't have an idea. I don't really want to add clips onto this video just because I'm working on another video tomorrow. But you know, I hope you guys did enjoy the video today. Tell me how it was, and I'll catch you guys in the next one, bro. Peace out, y'all.